Good afternoon. I'm Jackie Green, independent candidate for mayor. Today we're going to talk about economic development and its relationship to sustainability. Before we do so, I want to get a picture of this flag. It's pretty bright out here. I can't see the screen. I'm not sure we're getting that, but I hope we are. There are two approaches. We're going to leave the flag. We're going to walk around this block and come back here. There are two approaches, at least, to economic development. The Mayor Fisher approach is to give away city property and tax breaks and to spend 2 days partying over Derby with unidentified guests at a cost of $109,000 to taxpayers. A better approach would be to create a sustainable Louisville, begin that process of creation, and attract companies and individuals who want to participate in that vision. We're walking around a block that is known as the Mud Lot. The Mud Lot, to my right, is located at it's located between 8th Street and 9th Street and Jefferson and Liberty. We started at 8th and Jefferson, where the flag was. The flag that said Louisville. What did it say? It said Louisville, making parking easy. The Mud Lot is owned by the city. It is an entire city block of surface parking lot. There are 352 parking spaces here. Each vehicle arriving here did so with its engine running at about 220 degrees. This surface parking lot, owned by the city, is exclusively for the use of city employees and for the city's vehicles. It's a great contributor to our heat sink, a great contributor to our poor air quality. We're under an air quality alert today. And a great contributor to flooding. Ironically, across the street from Caddy Corner, from this corner, I'm at Liberty and 8th. Caddy Corner is MSD's office, Metropolitan Sewer District, that organization responsible in part for helping us cope with the flooding of parking lots. MSD is surrounded by parking lots. Over here is Louisville Housing Authority building. It too is surrounded by surface parking lots. We're going to turn down Liberty and walk toward 9th Street. But this surface parking lot contributing to flooding, our heat island, and air quality, poor air quality, is not a sustainable way to use our land. Right here, looks like a part of a bumper, perhaps. Can you see that? A better use of this property would be to take out the asphalt and plant grasses and clovers, transforming this entire block into a huge field. And while neighborhood kids and Beecher Terrace is right across the street here. The Housing Authority building has kids in it. While kids play in this beautiful new field, look at this. Some more automotive debris. While kids play in this new field, we can start planning to make a proper park right here in the heart of Louisville. Or we can plan to reuse this, to redevelop this land as a mixed-use redevelopment, commercial and residential. But that's a site better than its current use. A much more sustainable vision. That vision is what we want to develop in order to attract the investment that we need. So here we are at the corner of Liberty and 9th. This road is known sometimes as the 9th Street Divide. There's the Housing Authority's building. There's the 9th Street Divide. Part of that divide is this parking lot. Plainly unacceptable. So we're walking, northward now on 9th Street. By the way, the MSD, I mentioned MSD a moment ago. I paused because here yet again is more automobile debris. Drivers are being irresponsible in the way they drive, in the way they park, in the way they abandon vehicles, in the way they don't pick up after themselves. I mentioned MSD at the other corner. Ironically, MSD is in the midst of spending $850 million on the consent decree. It's a legally binding agreement with the federal government to address our flooding problems here in Louisville. Yet we have this surface parking lot, and every bit of water that hits it is shed into the sewer system because it has nowhere to go. It cannot penetrate the ground and be absorbed. So it must run. It goes into our sewers, and we have sewage overflows during heavy rain periods. So this vision of a sustainable Louisville is one which we must pursue. You know, and let's back up a moment. So this parking lot, we take the asphalt up and we reseed this, and it's now a big beautiful field. The question is, where will these people park? It's a fair question, but I would suggest that these drivers can become multimodal commuters rather than simply drivers. This can be achieved quickly and inexpensively and painlessly. TARC routes. There are two primary elements to our plan to transform transportation and land use here in Louisville. The first element pertains to the establishment of shared bike lane, pertains to the establishment of dedicated bus lanes. Drivers would then be left with a reduced area in which to operate, and that would slow down traffic significantly. We need calmer traffic. And as they are slowing down, they're going to be seeing buses pass them in the dedicated bus lanes quickly. And now think about the speed at which the buses are traveling and the speed at which they are traveling. Buses, of course, moving faster at that point, the cars slower. The second element pertains to a restructuring of TARC's bus lines, their restructuring of the bus routes. The routes should be reduced to about 6 miles. 6 miles radiating from 1st and Main or 2nd and Broadway. Pick a central business district address. But radiating from there 6 miles out to parking lots on the perimeter of the city, of the urban city, and then turning around and coming back to town. So those buses, if they reduce the distance that they travel and are now traveling in dedicated bus lanes, will be moving much faster, much more frequently within that 6 mile radius, making it possible to commute by bus or by bus and car. The cars coming in from the burbs, parking, and then drivers becoming riders on the bus at that point. This flag keeps moving around, but it's interesting. We need to look at this. This flag, if I can grab it, got it. What does it say? Louisville, parking made easy. That's an accurate description of what Louisville's transportation policies are today. It is an inaccurate description of what a sustainable transportation system looks like. Riding the bus should be easy. Walking, riding the bike. What Louisville is doing, however, and you could rephrase this. Louisville, unsustainable transportation made easy. This is the first step in making Louisville sustainable. It will transform transportation and land use. We want you to help us with this recreation. Visit our website, JackieGreenForMayor.org. Go to the media page where these videos are documented. Visit our YouTube channel, Green Mayor Media, I believe it is. Green Mayor Media, one word. And then get in touch with us. There's contact information on the website. And help us recreate Louisville as North America's most sustainable city. Thank you. Have a great day.